Hello, I'm H.E. Greer.
And I'm Jenny Moore, and we're here with Theresa Holliday of Dream Body Pilates.
We both are clients of yours, and thank you so much for the healing you've done on us. How did you get into, I guess that's a cheesy question, but what was your first experience with it and your journey into the world of Pilates?
So I had originally been in the film industry, and that's a long story, but I was doing a lot of manual labor that kind of thrashed my back. And so I ended up having to change careers to heal my body. But when I first went into Pilates, the first time I ever tried it, it was very humbling because I've taught so many other modalities of fitness, but I had never felt my body and felt the ways to strengthen everything like I did with Pilates. And small movements that look and seem like they're nothing, but they go and they can get your heart rate up. And they're way more challenging than you realize. All of a sudden, you can feel muscles in your stomach and your butt and your arms and everything in ways you never did before. And it was pretty captivating, and it just became life-changing for me in so many ways.
And what has been your most transformational client experience?
Well, I've had quite a few, so it's hard to pick one. But I had a client come to me and she cried and said she wanted her body to change and she did not want to have her body the way it was anymore, and she was willing to work hard. So we talked about training along with diet, because it's more than just training, it's a combination. And within 2 months, she changed her body completely, and she took my suggestions on diet, and only the last week did she add cardio. I actually have before and after pictures of her, which is, I actually didn't even realize what was going on all the way. And she had to point it out. She said, "Hey, look at me. Look at me." And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "No, look, take a picture. And if it doesn't look good, don't show it to me." And when I put the pictures side by side, it was shocking. But when you see it every day, you don't always notice the differences. So I kind of didn't even realize that I had actually pulled through with what she had wanted. And that's when it occurred to me, I really can reshape people and re-help them do what they need to do. And aside from that, I've had a bunch of clients who end up in severe pain, and they come to me, and I always have some sort of answer, some sort of way of getting them out of pain. I have a client currently who has drop foot, and that's a condition where their foot goes limp and they can't lift it, they can't flex it. And we've done a lot of strength for her, and she's getting balance back. And it's her physical therapists are shocked at the amount of strength that she gets, especially when she doesn't go see them. And I have lots of stories.
I certainly remember seeing that before and after picture of the other client, and that inspired me to want to make the move to do Pilates. And then of course you with your injury as well.
So you have a little cutie right here.
This is
Ollie. You want to introduce him? Ollie. Is he here with you all the time?
So this is Ollie, and he is always here with me. He has a job.
On payroll?
Yeah, he's on payroll. He greets every client with a warm greeting. 99% of the time he brings them a toy to show them. And he's kind of an emotional support dog for the clients as well. He has a couple different beds that he likes to lay in. He stays out of the way, but depending on what part of the studio you're in and where you're training, he will often come and lay nearby you and just kind of cuddle up near where you're exercising, but not underfoot. So it's very endearing. And honestly, I think when people come by, they just come in to see him.
He's your window dressing.
Yes, oh he is. And your body gets better, it's just magic. It's all his little magicalness.
So I remember you saying that you guys used to surf together or something, right?
Yeah.
We haven't surfed together in a long time.
Yeah, how has Pilates, how does that tie into surfing?
So actually, I'm glad you asked that question, because before I got into Pilates, my back pain, which was so bad they told me I needed surgery and pills, and there was no option, which I never did any of those. But it was so bad that I was no longer able to surf, and it took one of my huge passions away. And so through my training and the way I rehabilitated my back, I'm able to surf again. I'm able to have my joys that I once had that got taken from me. And that to me is huge and important, and it helps with balance. And honestly, I have taken the way that I do Pilates and I hybrid things, and I've come up with exercises to strengthen my muscles for surfing, which a lot of people can't figure out how to strengthen their body for surfing without being in the water. So since I'm a surfer, I've come up with a few little tricks, which are just awesome.
That's great.
Is this something you can share now, or do you have to be on the machine?
You kind of have to be on the machine, but there's a way of suspending my body forward against springs where I can actually paddle against resistance and heavy weighted springs pulling, but holding my body as if I'm on a surfboard where I'm having to balance and use the core and use those same muscles and stamina and endurance that I would in the water. Pretty cool. It's actually those springs at the end of that machine right there. It's pretty fun.
And I know you do other modalities of physical disciplines and all. What else do you teach?
So originally I taught martial arts for 15 years. Actually, that's my black belt up there.
What discipline?
Mostly Taekwondo and Hapkido.
Wow.
And then I mixed in a few other arts, jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, boxing, but mainly those two. And then I also taught surfing for 15 years. My school had a surf team and we competed and everything. And so those two were my original loves. And then Pilates is now my passion. Like I feel like I'm made for it. When people come to me, I have an answer for them, which is amazing to me. And then I went and I got certified as a personal trainer and a TRX instructor. So I have some TRXs in the studio available for clients. And so depending on what my clients' needs or what their goals are, I will hybrid trainings together to make something customized just for them.
And Pilates is actually strength training, which I did not know, and I think a lot of people don't know. So can you expand on what Pilates does for the body?
Yeah, so there's a lot of confusion in that a lot of people who don't realize what Pilates is, they think it's just like yoga, because it can look similar in times and there's some similarities, but it's really strength training and conditioning. You're moving against springs, so it's assistance with resistance. So you're in a situation where it'll help you lift your leg, but now you can't lower your leg unless you push against a spring. And these ways of strengthening everything help to support your spine, repair injuries, and it really is conditioning and strength training and endurance. And I can even go and take it and turn it into cardio. So it's depending on how you deliver it. It can be for physical therapy, it can be for flexibility, posture, but what I truly love about it is the strength and the toning. My body completely changed once I actually got into Pilates. I lost 5 to 6 inches on my waist permanently and 10 to 15 pounds. Now, prior, you wouldn't have noticed that I had any of that. But once my body changed, it was, wow, you never thought you were fat, but oh my goodness, you look so different now. And it's all because of the Pilates, and then I hybrid it with a little bit of personal training. So I kind of combine everything for my clients. So they're getting more than one modality, but mainly Pilates to help give them whatever they need the most of. The thing is in life, when it comes to your fitness, of course, if you don't make time for your fitness, you'll have to make time for your illness. And one of the things that's important to me about Pilates is you don't have to live with pain. So many people go around and they get told to take pills and do surgery, and they want to do anything else other than the work. But if you do exercises and strength, you can actually get out of pain. You don't have to live with pain. So, but it's like a thorn in the paw. If you get a thorn in your paw, in your hand, because we're all animal lovers here, and if you don't take it out for months, it's gonna get infected and hurt and take forever to heal. But as soon as that goes into your paw, if you take it out immediately and take care of it, it heals up right away. So same thing with your body. The quicker you take care of your body, the sooner you address whatever ailments, the easier it will be to recover. And even if you've waited, you gotta start sometime. And the sooner you start, the sooner you're going to evolve. So that's my name, Dream Body Pilates. It's not about the magazine cover of the bikini models. It can be if that's really what you're trying to do. But everyone dreams to feel better and have their bodies move better and not be in pain. Or when they're older, be able to be independent, open their own jars, carry their groceries up the stairs, not need someone to help them get out of bed. I mean, let's be honest, it's real. And so everyone dreams to feel better and have a better way with themselves, and whatever their goal is, whether it is to get that bikini body or just to have more flexibility, to be able to tie their shoes without straining, and to get rid of pain and all of those things, posture, flexibility, that doesn't have to be a dream. So that's what I do, is I help people accomplish their dreams of what they want to do with their body.
So Theresa, we are actually in your studio, which is in your home. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so It's actually really cool. Originally, I was having a stint where I was in the Valley, and I was teaching at Universal Studios, and I was teaching at Disney and Yoga Works and all of these Pilates studios all over the place, and going to people's homes and offices, and it was a lot to do. So I decided at that time to change my world and move back to the West Side, where I grew up and am from, Venice, and I found a work-live loft where I could actually have my own studio and run it the way I want to run it, but have the benefit of living in a little loft upstairs above it. So the entire downstairs is my studio, and I just happen to be able to keep it the way I want to and add other equipment that you don't find in other studios, and where I can hybrid all my training and add the TRXs. And I actually have these Total Gym Elevate and Compass series, like a Chuck Norris piece of gym equipment that you're not going to find anywhere else. And so I'm able to customize how I do my studio because it's mine and because it's my home. I truly care. It's everything. It's all of it is so. It's my passion. It's my world, and it's a glorious thing to be able to. I'm happy to bring people into my home, but I don't have it laid out as a home. You know, I don't need much. I have my little bedroom in the loft and the stars of the skies up there, but it's a great thing because whenever I was in the studios, I would just stay for hours after and train by myself anyway. So I have my childhood dream of my living room's a jungle gym.